There is excitement around the West Virginia football program as Rich Rodriguez returns to be the head coach once again. And in order for him to get back to the glory days of Mountaineer football, it all starts with this 2025 season and the tough schedule that lies ahead. In this episode, I'm going to count down the 5 most exciting games on the schedule for the West Virginia Mountaineer football team in 2025. And we're going to do that countdown right after this word from one of our channel sponsors.
Since 1931, the attorneys at Katz, Cantor, Stone Street, and Buckner have been the voice for victims who have suffered serious injury or death. They have a fierce passion for truth and justice and a sincere compassion for those who have been wronged by others. Whether you have been in a car accident, are fighting with an insurance company, or you or a loved one has suffered serious injury or death due to medical negligence, we will ensure your voice is heard loud and clear. Katz, Cantor, Stone Street, and Buckner will ensure there is justice for all West Virginians because we are your lawyer, your voice. Visit us at yourlawyeryourvoice.com.
What is up, and welcome into this episode of Couz's Corner, your home for top-shelf college sports news and analysis around the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Big 12. Today, we're counting down the 5 most exciting games for the West Virginia team in the 2025 season. Number 5 on the list, the game in Morgantown against the Utah Utes on September the 27th. West Virginia is 0-2 all-time versus the Utes. The last meeting came in the 2017 Heart of Dallas Bowl when West Virginia dropped that game 30-14. That was a game when, I think that was a game Will Greer was injured, so wasn't able to play. Backup quarterback, I think it was Paul Millard, may have been Chris Chugginoff, I don't remember. Had to start that game. They used a lot of wildcat formation with Kennedy McCoy in the backfield. Did not work out. Utah just dominated the Mountaineers in that game. But the Mountaineers have a chance to get revenge on the Utes this season as the Utes travel to Morgantown for the first time as members of the Big 12 Conference. It's the first meeting between the two teams since the Utes have joined the Big 12, and only, like I said, the third meeting all time. This is an exciting game that I have scheduled or have circled on my calendar that I'm going to try my best to attend. It's new. It's exciting. And as you'll see as we go through this, it's not the first game on my list involving a former Pac-12 team. Number 4 on my list, the game the following week on a Friday night, October 4th, in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah, against the BYU Cougars. Now, West Virginia is 2-0 all time versus BYU, and they actually played BYU in 2023, BYU's first year in the conference. West Virginia dominated that game against the Cougars, 37-7. I was actually at that game, and boy, was it one-sided. West Virginia, that was the year West Virginia had a good year. BYU did not have a good year. They struggled, and they dominated the game. West Virginia dominated 37-7. But this is going to be a different BYU team this year. They are a team that many are picking to compete for a Big 12 title. They have quarterback Jake Retzloff back at quarterback after being the starter now for a little over a year. They also have, a lot of other pieces. Running back LJ Martin is back, along with some other pieces on that team on both sides of the ball. I expect it to be a really, really good football game, and I expect it to be a really tough football game for the Mountaineers. But, I've heard all great things about BYU as a place to play. It'll be a great atmosphere, one of the most passionate, if not the most passionate fan bases in the conference. It's an exciting game. It's an exciting game for West Virginia to travel to BYU and face a team who may be in contention for a Big 12 title at that point in the season. Next game on my list, the second former Pac-12 team, and this time it's the game away on the road at Arizona State on November the 15th. Right now, these two teams are 1-1 against each other. The last time they met was in the 2016, I think it was called the Cactus Bowl at the time. I think it's what is now called the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. But it was the Cactus Bowl at the time. West Virginia had a come-from-behind win, 43-42. Skylar Howard threw a touchdown pass to David Seals in the closing seconds of the game. It was David Seals, if I recall, may have been David Seals' first touchdown reception as a Mountaineer, I think. But nonetheless, David Seals caught the touchdown. The Mountaineers win the game, 43-42. Very exciting game to watch. But this year, Arizona State brings back Sam Levitt at quarterback. They bring back their stud wide receiver. They have Coach Kenny Dillingham, who's doing a great job with that program. This Arizona State is the popular pick to win the Big 12 in 2025 because of them making the college football playoff last season. Yes, Cam Scatterboo is gone, but they still have a lot of pieces back. It'll be exciting to see how West Virginia handles this game that late in the year, going, traveling into the, I don't know if it's the Mountain time zone, the Pacific time zone. I don't know. That time of year, Arizona fans, what time zone will this game be in? Nonetheless, they're traveling at least 2 time zones to play this game on the road. So it'd be interesting to see how West Virginia handles it. As Arizona State, at that point in time in the season, could be near the top of the league. It could give West Virginia a chance to knock off a team who's the favorite to win the Big 12. Hey, do me a favor. Go check out my good friends over at Appalachia Digital. If you need a brand new website for your small business, or if you're just looking to get found easier on Google, go check out appalachiadigital.com/Couz. These are the fine folks who designed my brand new website over at wvsportschat.com. They did a fantastic job. I love their work. I think you will too. So go check them out. appalachiadigital.com/Couz. Let them know Couz sent you. I also want to thank them for supporting my work here at Couz's Corner and at Hoops from the Hills. Now let's get back to the show. Number 2 game on the list. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, and the Colorado Buffaloes coming to Morgantown on November the 8th. This is the third of 3 games involving a former Pac-12 team. West Virginia's 1-1 all time versus Colorado. Their last meeting was in 2009, actually. West Virginia won that game 35-24. Reason I have this game as an exciting game is, A, it's the newness of it, just like the other Pac-12 teams. It's the newness of playing these teams for the first time as members of the Big 12. First time they've met since 2009 overall. And it's Coach Prime. Coach Prime effect matters here, whether we like it or not, whether you like Coach Prime, whether you hate Coach Prime. It's exciting to know that you have that atmosphere potentially coming to Morgantown, that you have that media circus coming to Morgantown. It'll likely be on national television because of the Prime effect. So you'll have that to go with it. And who knows? Either or both of these teams could be competing for a Big 12 title at this point in the season. Obviously, it's yet to be determined how good Colorado is going to be without Shedeur Sanders, without Travis Hunter, and without some of the other major pieces they lost, Jimmy Horn Jr. and others. But it's still Coach Prime. It's still the Buffs. A lot of excitement around that program. And it's exciting to have them coming to Morgantown in 2025, the very first year of the return of the Rich Rodriguez. Last but not least, you guessed it, the Backyard Brawl, baby, on, you guessed it, 9-13. What a full circle moment this could be for Rich Rodriguez. Last game he coached at West Virginia was a 13-9 loss to Pitt, which knocked him out of the national title game. Has a chance to redeem himself on 9-13 against Pitt in Morgantown in the Backyard Brawl, his very first Power 4 game in his return as Mountaineer coach. West Virginia is 41-63-3 all-time against Pitt, but they have won 6 of the last 10. They dropped last year's contest 38-34 in heartbreaking come-from-behind fashion, had the game seemingly at hand, and allowed Pitt to come back late. The secondary was not able to stop Eli Holstein in that Pitt passing attack, and they came back and won the game. Can Rich Rodriguez get redemption for the Mountaineers, for the fan base, and for the program in his first year back at the helm as the lead guy in Morgantown? We will see. But this is a very exciting game. It's going to be a media circus. I would not be surprised if the Pat McAfee show is on campus for this game. Would not be surprised if either Fox Big Noon Kickoff or College Game Day arrives for this game. It'll be interesting to see, but it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting because of the return of Rich Rod. It amps this game up even more. It's the last time these two teams are set to face each other for at least 3 to 4 more years. They'll be closing off their first 4-game series, and then they have 3 years off before they play again. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. Hopefully it's the Mountaineers. But this is the game I have number 1. Now, I had a hard time choosing between the Utah game, which I had at number 5, and the Texas Tech game, which is a big game this year too for the Mountaineers to close out the season. But since we're going with most exciting and not most impactful, I picked the Utah game. I think the Texas Tech game has an opportunity to be a very impactful game on the season because Texas Tech is favored also by many to compete for a conference title. They have this great transfer portal class, at least on paper. So it looks like Texas Tech is going to be very talented this year. It's a game West Virginia has a chance to get redemption from that blowout 52-15 loss last year. So I'm giving the Texas Tech game honorable mention here on this list. But because it was exciting and not most impactful, I chose Utah because of the newness of it. It's new Pac-12 team coming in, playing in Morgantown for the first time as members of the conference. So I chose that game and gave it a slight nod over Texas Tech because, West Virginia and Texas Tech have now played 14 times. Most of those as members with both teams being in the Big 12. So, to me, that makes it a touch less exciting than having Utah coming to Morgantown. But let me know what your list is. What are the most exciting games for you? Where did I get it wrong? Where did I get it right? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I want to give a quick shout out to my VIP channel members of this episode: Todd Biela, Jack's son Clark, Shaq, Crispy0_0, and WVU Earl. Thank you all for your financial support. Another shout out to my sponsors: Katz, Cantor, Stone Street, and Buckner Attorneys at Law, your personal injury or medical malpractice attorneys in West Virginia or Virginia, and my fine folks over at Appalachia Digital who designed my brand new website. Thanks to them for supporting what I do here on the channel. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notifications to be notified of future uploads. With that being said, I appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to check out this video in the corner of your screen. YouTube says you'll like it, so they may just be right. Go find out. Hope the rest of your day's top shelf. Q Country Roads.